watch any of them, and I don't care.
I'm vengeance.
And hello to this camera, and welcome back.
No, that's whack.
Give me more, man.
And then he goes, fuck.
Where were we even going?
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Comics and Cold Ones, the podcast nobody asked for, but we give to you every week anyway. Today, we got some special guests with us. Joining us for another episode, we got Steve and Jay, alongside our four hosts, me, Glenn, Jeremy, Garrett, and Cameron.
Me, Glenn.
Me, Glenn.
Me, Cam.
Caveman talk.
All right, what do we got on the docket today, Jeremy?
Today, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. This episode has been. He said some comments that have stirred up some shit on the internet. Basically saying that Marvel actors aren't movie stars; they get a Marvel treatment.
People have been talking about this for a couple years.
Yeah, this is
so
an
it's
ongoing
going
thing.
to Scorsese.
Yeah, he said a thing.
Anthony Mackie said a similar thing a while back.
Yeah, but to be fair, nobody's going to see
Yeah,
Anthony Mackie.
that's-
It's not
Hey,
Falcon.
I
Nobody...
went to see Pain and Gain for Anthony Mackie, not Mark Wahlberg or The Rock.
So we thought it'd be a good idea if we brought in our more
Cinema.
cinematic savvy kind of friends here, Steve and Jay, and
The
see
guys,
if we can do a little banter back and forth.
See if
with,
we can shut that shit
See if
down.
we can fight. Stir the pot.
the guys we bring in when we don't know what we're talking about.
yeah, just to get a less biased
Yeah.
Opinion.
obviously-
opinion perspective
yeah.
on this.
We're on the defense. I'll let you guys go on the offense and say
I'm
he's right.
kind of somewhere in the middle.
I'm
I
in
get
the-
what he's saying, and I'm kind of.
I'm
I
very
have-
in the middle on this one.
No, I have some things to say about it.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe Steve or Jay, one of you guys want to kick us off with kind of what you're thinking about
His comments.
what he's saying about this, like
His comment, what
what he's saying, like how
And
Marvel has kind of changed the traditional movie star into now it's about the character rather than it being about the
So you're
actor.
not going to
Is-
see Chris Evans. You're not
for-
going to see Chris Hemsworth. You're going to see Captain America and Thor.
What
Yeah.
before that actual statement? What's your against Anthony Mackie?
Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, what did he say?
What?
He
No,
said-
because
he said the
I
same
think he
thing.
actually said it the best, maybe. But like,
Yeah,
you
he-
guys are.
he said a couple
he
years
said a
ago.
I
similar
know.
thing
I
with-
saw the video,
Yeah.
but like, what do you
He
think about
basically
that?
said that. No, well, to be fair, nobody is going to see Falcon. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
He's
That's-
also just not in a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
in many.
the last thing I
Yeah.
saw him in was Black Mirror, like the
yeah,
newest season.
yeah,
And that was the last.
He
season.
said that while
he
he was
was
in
in-
Marvel, right?
See,
Yes.
yeah,
He
because he was
like-
talking about how
I-
like he's Falcon.
He's
and,
still in Marvel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
Captain
Captain
America.
He's Captain
now.
America now.
Wow.
He's evolved.
Did you see that? What he said?
No. What was
He basically just said that, like, this is way before Tarantino
Years
said this,
ago.
but he was basically saying, like, there is no movie stars anymore. You come to see
Yeah.
Thor, you come to see
Well,
whatever, and every movie now is made for. This is literally because I watch it today.
Yeah.
Every movie now is made for 16-year-olds and China.
Yeah.
China?
That's what he
Well,
does.
China.
one of
Yeah.
his quotes he said to it at one
Chucky
point
has a
was,
job. Had a
"Nobody's
job after
coming."
that.
That's
Yeah.
a questionable quote.
He said, "No one's coming to see me; they're coming to see Falcon."
And
Yeah.
then,
I'm
and
not
then the
going to
internet
see
was like,
either.
well, nobody's going to see
But
Falcon either.
I don't know. There was two Anthony Mackie movies that came out before he was in the MCU that I did really enjoy.
I got one for you too.
8
that
Mile.
I really enjoyed.
8 Mile, yeah.
On 8 Mile, I
not
don't
really
even
with 8
count.
Mile,
like
but it was
Anthony
the Pain and Gain, and why can't I think of it? The Christmas movie with
Oh,
Seth
the
Rogen.
night before.
Oh,
The night before.
That was
great
the night
movie.
before was awesome.
They were
He's
great
in that,
movies.
eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
seeing him like in the cast was, oh, I like this guy. But now, if I go to see something, I'm going because he's Captain America.
He
/
wasn't
Falcon.
even. Anyway,
He was good in the night before.
he was shit in 8 Mile. He got roasted.
he got
He
roasted.
did get
Doc, he had
roasted.
2 lines
But he
of
played the
dialogue.
get
role.
roasted.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played the role good.
So that was his actual quote. Like, literally,
Yeah.
what I just said. That was
Yeah.
like the end of his video.
I think he was at like a Comic-Con or something like that. He was on a
Something like that.
panel
San
talking
Diego.
about it.
Yeah.
I feel like if he had his day today, he would back that quote back.
Yeah, because now he's getting paid a
Now,
lot
now
more.
he's
I was
getting
gonna
paid the
say
big bucks.
probably. That's why
yeah.
I'm shocked he said it while he was in Marvel. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
And I think it was.
But
when
he
was,
also knew
It was
where
when he
his
was
spot
relatively. He was also relatively new to Marvel when
Yeah.
that came out. Like,
See,
Yeah, now we got the bag
He
secured.
was a sidekick though for every time until now.
Yeah.
So he knew you're not coming to see me. You're coming to see Falcon because I'm Captain America's sidekick. I'm Evan's sidekick. Like he knew that, and he didn't have any big expectations.
Yeah. So I think with Tarantino,
And I do just want
I can't completely disagree with him.
I do want to mention for anyone who hasn't seen it, we're talking about Tarantino's clip from the Two Bears One Cave podcast
Yeah.
with Tom Segura. Came out a couple weeks ago now.
Yeah.
see, my thing is that when you saw when Tom Cruise was in Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
That's all he was known for and seen as for years,
Yeah,
right?
he was Maverick for
Yeah,
Like after the original.
like
Yeah.
after the original, that's all he was seen for. But that he did other stuff. Does that mean that Top Gun was like?
Does that mean Tom Cruise isn't a movie star?
Yeah. Does
This
that mean
is-
he's not a movie star because he did
this
Top
is my
Gun?
this is my agree disagree because I think he is right in saying people are going because they like the character and they like the actor portraying the character, so they're going because of the character.
Yeah.
I do agree with that, but to say that it's strictly a Marvel thing, I think is where he's wrong. Because when you started with like Terminator and you had Arnold Schwarzenegger when he started that, like people loved him as Terminator, and then
So they went.
he was every action movie star, and then after that he was, like that's people went
Sylvester
because he
Stallone
was
and
such a
Rocky.
good Terminator,
Yeah.
and like people liked the Terminator so much, so that's why it was that he blew up so much.
I think the difference though between what you're saying and
Yeah.
what he's saying is that when he so your example of Arnold, like
Mhm.
when he had that role and he was the Terminator and he was probably the biggest movie star in the 80s,
Yeah.
he didn't just go on to make. And I know these guys make other movies,
yeah,
but their other movies don't even come close to their Marvel stuff.
yeah,
But like every one of his movies were like #1 box office, #1 box office, #1 box office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not just doing Terminator stuff.
Mega
He's
No,
making
yeah.
movies, making
Yeah.
big movies, and he's like a big star.
Jay brought up the big point where I'm in between on this because beside Captain America movies, there's maybe one other Chris Evans movie that came out recently. I really like it. It's Knives Out, and that's also a Daniel Craig movie.
But I have the reason for that they're not in so much stuff though is
Is because
because
they're busy.
They're so committed
get
to
tied
the
he
to
Marvel
hasn't.
gig.
He also hasn't been Captain America for a couple years now.
yeah.
He
Like,
could
where's
work.
his other
And he's
stuff?
done The
Oh,
Gray
yeah.
Man. He was good in that.
He wasn't a
The-
big fan of the Gray Man.
I
The
don't.
movie
I haven't
itself
heard,
is whatever.
I
but
haven't
he
heard
was
of
good.
anyone liking the Gray Man.
No, because the movie is
The movie's whatever, but
subpar,
he's
yeah, but
he's a little charming.
but Chris Evans plays a good villain.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
his Knives Out, like he's
yeah,
and
and he can also he's probably at the point where he can pick and choose what he wants to do. Like
yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody's
See,
saying
you
that.
can.
I don't
but,
think
like,
anybody's saying that they're not good actors.
When Tom Cruise was Maverick, he did everything still. He didn't
Yeah.
just pick and choose. He made movies.
and he was
and
Tom
made
Cruise. He was
movies.
not Maverick. You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
then, he
Yeah.
was Tom Cruise.
Because
Like
Yeah.
he,
No,
he
but
liked the
everyone
character.
saw him
Even
as
before that,
Maverick
you have Jerry
afterwards, though.
Maguire, you have
but
Color
he's
of
also
Money,
doing Jerry Maguire, Color of Money,
Cocktail.
He's
like,
doing
there's
Mission
so many great-
Impossible.
Yeah.
Like
I would say if anything, man, he was
No.
he was Ethan Hunt more than any other
Yeah.
character.
I
would
classify
say.
him more
Like,
as Ethan Hunt than I
Yeah,
do.
then I
for
would
sure.
give him Maverick.
I
yeah.
don't think so.
I
But
would.
Maverick is an iconic character.
Maverick is
But I
iconic
think-
to like my dad's
think-
to
yeah.
my dad's generation. If I showed him a picture of Tom Cruise and he didn't know who Tom Cruise was, they'd be like, "That's fucking."
To me,
That's
I think
Maverick,
of
yeah.
to me when I think of Tom Cruise, I just think of Show Me the Money
Yeah.
from Jerry Maguire.
I think like Tarantino's thing is basically like some Marvel actors and actresses were never gonna be movie stars though. Like
Yeah,
Tom Holland.
yeah, but there's also actors that are huge movie stars, like Robert Downey Jr. He's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
before
he was,
in
then got
Marvel.
himself into
This
some
new
hot
one,
water.
in
yeah.
Marvel,
Came back.
right?
and then made a like one of the
Revitalized
biggest
He's still
comebacks
a
ever.
movie star.
There's
Yeah.
no other, and
And
it's just
always will be.
because
Yeah.
I've seen this
that,
clip
100%.
a ton lately. There's no other actor that could have done the stuff Robert Downey Jr.'s done, like be blackface for an entire movie and not get any hate for it, like
Yeah.
he did in Tropic Thunder.
well, it's because they went all in on Simple
Yeah.
Jack.
They
Go
yeah.
all in on
Yeah.
I've
Simple
seen
Jack.
that clip too.
That was a
But-
different era of movies.
That was a different era of movies.
Yeah, he literally was like, "Could you make that today?" He's
Well,
like, "Not a
he-
chance."
he
no,
literally
he said
did-
you. He said you can make it,
But I wouldn't be in it.
but you'll not
He-
survive it.
He did Iron Man and then said, you know what, Truett, I want to do this. Like, he didn't go, oh, I don't think I should do this. I'm Iron Man.
Mhm.
He just goes, I'm going to do this. This is going to be great.
I think the difference is with Iron Man is Iron Man started it off.
Yeah.
If
He was the
Iron Man
first,
was
yeah.
like, if Robert Downey Jr. played a character 7 years into Marvel being big,
Yeah.
like, I think the quote remains the same. Like, people would be happy that Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, but like, they wouldn't really, like, they will go for Iron Man the movie.
Mhm. I feel like
Yeah.
they had a
You know what I
connection
mean?
with him after
But
that
then
first movie.
being
too.
the first one and being literally like the
Yeah.
first wave of like Marvel,
Yeah.
then obviously like he is attached to it,
Yeah.
and he's like everything.
Yeah, like
about it. You know
that's
what I mean?
yeah, that's a good point. Like
Yeah.
like I think most people now, I know specifically at least us four, regardless of who gets cast in what role in the movie, we're gonna go and see it.
Oh, absolutely. We'll sit here and hate on it and go see it.
We will go and see whatever movie, regardless of what actor is portraying whoever. You know, like they could put anybody in as for any of the Fantastic Four, and we're still gonna go and see it.
Yeah.
True.
So I mean, there is that where the character has more
Wait.
But
draw
there's-
power than the actors do.
But a
That's
thing
what
like
he's pretty much saying.
Yeah,
though,
pretty
as
much.
well. You know what I mean?
another thing too, like, but you have these actors who were big superhero actors and moved on to other things and still is a huge name. Like with Christian Bale being Gore in the new Thor movies.
Yeah.
I was pumped that they're bringing in this big name, and I wanted to see it because that's Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Not a bit of it because he was Batman, but it's because he's Christian Bale.
I don't know, man. Like, see, like that's another example
yeah.
for me that I think the same thing is. It's like when I think of Christian Bale, I immediately go to Batman.
Yeah.
It's the first one I do. I know he's got great.
What
Like,
do you-
he's got amazing work that he's done. But as soon as I think Christian Bale,
I got
Batman.
one for you. What do you think of Samuel L. Jackson? Who's the first thing you think
Oh, well,
of?
he's Nick Fury. As soon as I go
Nah,
to that,
not
He's Mace Windu.
He's Nick Fury. As soon
There's
as I- as
there's
soon as I
like
think
two
of it.
other roles
But he's
that
got
he's better.
got way better roles and way better people in
But he's
movies
not,
that he's done.
I don't think of Nick Fury, and I'm a Marvel fan. I think of
Who?
Mace Windu, and I also think
well,
of
Mace Windu's like the same thing.
and I also think of him in Pulp Fiction.
Mace Windu's the same thing, just Star Wars. Still, it's
same.
identical.
But I
to-
think
to
of him as
Marvel.
in Pulp
Disney,
Fiction too.
Thing,
Yeah.
I guess.
At
Yeah,
the time,
it's-
at the
it's-
time, it wasn't though.
It's the same thing because if you look at Mark Hamill, he's Luke Skywalker, no matter
Yeah.
what else. Even though he's the voice of the Joker forever,
Yeah.
he's
Jerry
Luke
was like,
Skywalker.
"Hold on."
When you hear Mark
up.
Hamill,
Well,
you
then
think
you Joker, but when you see Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
you're like, that's Luke Skywalker.
I
But
don't-
also, I don't.
Mark Hamill's not a movie. Like,
I was
he's
just
not
gonna
a
say,
movie
what else
star.
has Mark
No.
Hamill
You know what I'm
done?
saying?
Really,
Like the
Nothing.
Joker.
The man,
Yeah.
he made his
Yeah.
career off of Luke
No.
Skywalker and voice acting.
I can't think of a single other movie that he's done.
I think
But-
it's different. Sorry to cut you off. Glenn.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I think it's different if you are. How do I say this? If you're coming into Marvel, like Chris Evans came into Marvel, he wasn't in many movies. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't. He didn't have. I don't even know really a movie.
He's
that-
He was,
Fantastic
he was in
Four.
Scott Pilgrim versus
Yeah,
the
so-
World.
Yeah, so he's in a few. He's not a movie star. But like I
yeah,
think what
you say
Tarantino,
you say Chris Evans?
like
Chris Evans
before
going into Marvel.
before he
Chris
yeah,
Evans
like
was pretty big
Snowpiercer.
But
before
he's not a
Marvel.
movie star.
No,
and
I
he
wouldn't.
didn't. And Snowpiercer was after Marvel. So.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did Captain America and then
Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's more like
Yeah.
if you are an actor, like if I was cast into a Marvel movie, like let's just say me, and I'm fucking one of the new characters. If I get casted, like I think he's saying it's more likely a chance that I'm not going to become a major actor because I am associated with the role of the character more that like and then like the counter of that is like Samuel L. Jackson. Like he's already
Yeah.
he is a canon of movies that he's already associated like being that character. Like he is a movie star.
Yeah.
So it's different if he is going into the franchise. It's not gonna. It might propel him to be a bigger movie star, but he's
Yeah.
already has background of like with history with people with other movies.
I feel like it might be the inverse with that. Honestly, I think getting into Marvel is like a fast track into
is, absolutely.
like celebrity,
Stardom?
like A-list.
A-list celebrity, but
stuff.
I'm talking about other roles.
But other roles?
like are other roles that you keep building your like you can't be a movie star off one franchise.
But
I don't think
I
you
mean,
can.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland once
Yeah,
when
he
was
came
Spider-
from. He had.
I don't
he had
consider
that-
him a movie star.
He had that one disaster movie. He did Spider-Man, and then he's
He's
now
in-
he's Drake.
He's in.
Yeah.
He's
He
in
was
Cherry.
Billy
He's in
Elliot.
Uncharted.
He's popular, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
If he's the only actor in a movie, like he is a good actor, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not carrying the movie.
He was good.
I-
He was good in Cherry.
He's good. He's good in Cherry, and I don't like Uncharted, and that made like $400 million.
Yeah.
But like
can't think
I don't know.
I
There was
actually
a
didn't like
space
Uncharted
movie
overly
that
either.
was not good. There was
No.
an Amazon Prime original.
I think like the
Yeah, it
issue
was
is
not
too.
good
It's
at all.
like you have like Chris Evans. I'll use again just because I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer's a great movie, but like Bong Joon-ho, great director. You make Snowpiercer, but that's not a movie that's gonna make like huge box office
Yeah,
numbers.
no.
And I think when like Tarantino refers to like movie stars, when he like grew up, he was thinking of like those big guys that like
Yeah.
would literally their names
Like
would
Clint
draw
Eastwood
the
or
So,
attention.
something.
Yeah.
You
so,
know,
I
or-
have, so I, have, I know Jeremy has a comment on this too. He's talking about the golden age,
Yeah.
and Simu Lee came out and called the golden age like racist. Like he said, I wouldn't be in movies nowadays if I was in the golden age of acting.
Yeah.
'Cause he's Asian. And
Who said that? Sorry?
Simu Liu,
Simu Liu,
Who's he again?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Okay. Yes.
I
Who's
think
been
those
in
comments
so
are
much stuff recently.
bonkers, man.
Yeah.
And if anything I've saw, like I've read so far, I think Simu Lee truly doesn't know what he's talking about. Like
Yeah.
from like an actual like knowledge level of cinema.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
like,
think he knows.
yeah, you wouldn't. Maybe he wouldn't be the lead in a Marvel movie, but I'm sure he easily could have got many other roles that could have projected him.
He's only been
into
in
a great
two
actor.
things, though.
But he specifically called
he's
out
been in more than two
Tarantino and
things.
Scorsese.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Tarantino made Kill Bill. Okay, 2 of them. Scorsese made Kundun. There was not the whole cast was Tibetan.
Yeah.
The entire cast.
Yeah.
I think what he was
Even
saying that
songs.
it was harder for
100%.
it was harder for him. It would be impossible, not impossible, but very difficult for him to be a lead as an Asian, is what he was
in the golden
in the golden age of
Yeah.
cinema.
not necessarily like Scorsese or
Not like
Tarantino.
in their
Yeah.
movies, but in general, he was talking about the golden age. He did call them out though.
He did, yeah.
Oh, did he?
If he
Yeah,
didn't, if he didn't tweet at them and ask for the role, I don't think he'd be a leading actor now. You know what I mean? Like
That was
I don't think that was.
manifestation at its
Yeah, I don't
finest,
think that was
honestly.
that
That was-
honestly got him
yeah.
the role, but I don't know. Like
Like, yeah, like obviously the representation was not
Yeah.
anything really
No,
back
yeah.
then.
There, no.
But like to call it like Scorsese, man. Scorsese's done more for like the international cinema
big-
community than anyone. Like he brought films from like Japan that like people over here would never have seen unless he restored it
he also
Yeah.
from
fa-
his own funding.
yeah,
like.
literally like Criterion Collection is like I know he has a part in play
Yeah.
in that, and that
A
is
big thing with
international movies only.
Scorsese too, a lot of like comic book fans and Marvel movie fans have a problem with. He was one of the guys that years ago came out and said they shouldn't even be considered for awards because they're not real movies.
Who said that?
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
He said
Yeah.
that like years ago.
It was
Yeah.
a
I
while
remember- I
ago.
remember that.
the
Yeah.
amusement park.
Yeah,
I remember
Amusement
that.
park, yeah.
They're not cinema. They're more like an amusement.
Yeah, and that's
And,
what.
like,
That's the initial start of
Die
this
Hard
whole
wasn't
thing, I
getting
think.
nominated
Yeah.
for Best Picture back in the day. Like those movies have their
Certainly
places,
wasn't.
and those other movies also had their
Yeah.
places. They're still
Yeah.
okay movies, but they don't deserve to win awards.
I-
let's be
like,
honest.
I disagree with that statement.
they don't
Some
deserve to win an award. You think they do
some,
deserve?
not all of them. Some of them do.
Like for like in like categories maybe, like best production design, best.
Black
I don't
Panther was
know.
nominated.
This is
though.
part of
Yeah.
Garrett's gripes.
Yeah, this is
Garrett's Gripes.
Garrett's Gripes here.
Best Picture.
It was nominated for best picture.
Right?
What?
Original Black Panther.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
won.
Black
They
Panther
won
got
like
Best
eight.
Picture.
They won like 8 different awards.
What was
I
like
think.
there was
Eight-
eight, eight of the
I
think
eight
it
of the
was-
12 that they
it
were
won an
nominated for. I
two
think.
years
Yeah,
ago.
they
A
won
lot-
best score too.
Yep.
2
Best
years
score,
ago, a lot of the
costume
movies
design,
that
shit like
won like didn't even do anywhere close in any revenue stream to
Yeah.
any Marvel movie.
No, but
Because
that
there are
don't
a lot
matter.
of people
I think-
come off of-
I think
and
just
they weren't really as good as a lot of them.
I think that just discounting it as like a Marvel movie so it can't win awards is
That's my
is-
problem.
That's just like obviously Thor: Love and Thunder don't fucking give it anything.
No.
Yeah.
Like there's
That
some of
movie's
them
the
that are
Razzie.
like they're just shit. So like obviously don't do that. Don't give them awards. They're not worthy of awards.
Just because they make money.
But
don't
just
give
to
them
say
awards.
that just to say that it's a Marvel movie so it can't win an award
Yeah.
is the problem that I have with it there.
If-
It's like it's not MCU, but like Logan
Yeah.
was
A
an
masterpiece.
incredible movie.
Yeah.
That didn't get nominated for
Didn't
anything,
get
did it?
nominated
No.
for
I don't think it was.
Might have been in some.
Hugh Jackman
some
should've got
small
No,
nominated.
it got it. I think it won an award for something because it was the first. I think it was the first comic book movie to get an award, or it was nominated for something.
Like in the newest Spider-Man movie, Willem Dafoe should have got a Best Supporting Role.
At
A
least a
nomination.
nomination.
He did.
No, he did
should've
not
got
at the Oscars.
No, not at the Oscars. No, but
That-
he got.
well,
that's
he got
your
the
big
We're
award.
one.
talking about we're talking about the big O.
Yeah,
That's
big
what I'm
O.
saying. Is I think I don't think it should be. You know, there's the two ends of the spectrum where it's like, well, they make a lot of money, so they should get awards. No.
But-
Or it's Marvel movies, so they shouldn't get awards. No, it's like
Like-
somewhere in the middle. Is the movie good and
That-
worthy of an
That's,
award?
that's really
and the
all
thing
that.
is,
that
that's the
comes
bottom
down
line.
to.
Yeah.
Well, recently a superhero role did get Best Actor with the Joker, but that was also completely different than every other
Joker's not a
superhero movie.
superhero.
He's super
Superhero
villain.
movie,
Yeah.
comic book movie,
Comic movie,
but
yeah.
that's also a completely different take on
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
close to a normal comic book movie.
I think it was Jimmy Kimmel that was coming out and saying like, he was talking about when it was Spider-Man No Way Home, and he was like looking through the list of nominations for the movies, and it was like this one nobody's heard of, this one nobody's heard of, this one nobody's heard of, this one nobody's heard
Oh
of.
yes,
I remember
Everybody
this.
has seen Spider-Man No Way Home,
and it did not get anything.
and
didn't get a
the
single
fact that
round.
it's like it's snubbed like that, it's
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't even get a
I don't know.
nomination.
I don't.
Yeah, that was Jimmy
I can't.
Kimmel.
I can't completely say that Spider-Man: No Way Home is better than the other movies. I haven't seen the other
Yeah.
movies, but
You know-
just like with the fact of like everybody has seen this movie, everybody has enjoyed this movie.
It should be nominated for at least something.
It should be getting the recognition that it deserves.
Cam?
Came in
So
a
you're
while.
telling me Top Gun Maverick's gonna win the Oscar this year? Best Picture?
I
It-
really,
it
I
very well
heavily enjoyed it.
should.
I think it should be. I think it shouldn't be
It might get
left
no- it
behind.
might get
you know?
nominated.
Give me a better movie.
Yeah.
Than Top Gun Maverick this
Yeah.
year?
The Batman.
I honestly probably couldn't because it's one of my favorite movies.
Guys, you
ever.
know,
go.
you know why?
I've
I
never seen Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Really
Apparently
good.
that-
That's
I haven't
apparently
either,
very
actually.
good. That's
Very
like one of
good.
the best movies
That's
of the
actually
year.
an example of a perfect middle of
It is.
what we're all talking about.
Yeah.
It made
Yeah,
a
'cause they do,
bunch
like,
of money,
multiverse.
and
Yeah.
it's an independent film with
Yeah.
actually.
You'd
a
like that
plot.
movie a lot, Jeremy.
That's
yeah,
A24.
and it
isn't
kind
it?
of like
Yeah.
it
The
walks the
Russos had
line of
something
like
to do with it.
Yeah.
the Marvel thing. Like it's not a grounded movie. Obviously,
No.
it's about the fucking multiverse.
A lot better than
I-
Doctor Strange.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
an independent movie. It not that it takes from Doctor Strange, but like I'm pretty sure the two of them came out very close together.
I
They
know
did,
that. I
So
know
they had the same idea, and I don't know.
I think it's also like a sorry, Glenn, again,
Oh, yeah.
cutting you off. I think it's
cut
like
him off, don't
also
worry
about it.
I'm thinking like representation. Like they want to like the big thing about the Oscars is you want to like highlight movies that a lot of people didn't see.
yeah,
I know like that like if it wins Best Picture, kind of stupid because who even saw that
Yeah.
movie? But a
Yeah.
lot of the times you're given a space to highlight these movies that a lot of people haven't seen and a lot
Yeah.
of directors put a lot of hard work
Yeah.
into.
And you know why you haven't seen those movies that Jimmy Kimmel listed? Because No Way Home was playing in 10 fucking theaters.
Honestly, yeah. Because there was a showtime from.
There was ones I do remember the thing though that he said. These are movies I've never even heard of on there.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Very
even like
fair.
that they were like
very fair.
I didn't see Everything Everywhere All at Once just because, and then there's other movies I haven't seen just
The
whatever.
Oscars
because No Way Home was
the
in
Oscars
10 different
lost,
theaters.
lost
Yeah.
their value.
Yeah,
a lot.
I think
Oh,
so
big
too.
time.
That's,
Yeah.
just, that's like a general movie
Yeah,
community
consensus,
like,
thing.
yeah.
like
yeah.
all the awards,
Yeah.
all the big
I think
fancy
they
award
lost
stuff
their,
is all
like,
shit now.
Everyone was kind of pissed when they nominated Chadwick, and then they like promoted him as like being nominated after he died,
Oh,
and then
right.
and then he didn't get the award.
Yeah.
Everyone was kind of just like, no, that's it
Well,
with the Oscars.
That's why this year we're gonna do the Comics and Cold Ones awards and give Marvel awards everything.
Okay.
You should do like your own Oscars.
Yeah.
Your own Oscars inside the Marvel universe.
There we go.
The
Get
coldies.
ready for that.
Best
The
actor.
coldies.
Have
Yeah.
votes.
Coldies.
Have votes and stuff.
Have fan votes in.
Yeah, the coldies.
This is your panel.
We'll try
That's
to
why
get
you're here.
Worst
You're
take of
welcome
the
to
year.
the panel.
Worst take of the year. Yeah, just do your.
It's down to these two. It's gonna be neck and neck.
Me?
No,
Me.
no, go ahead.
I have a lot of bad
I was gonna
takes.
say
I have like 3 bad takes.
Yeah, some bad ones.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't hold too
willingly
much
come up
value.
with very bad takes just to
Yeah,
maybe get the internet to like me.
Yeah,
I
but
just-
the
Oscar
value
dog,
value
yeah.
of an Oscar really has diminished.
It is. I
over
mean,
the years.
you
It's
just
like,
literally look in the past, like Green Book won Best Picture.
yeah,
Okay.
That was a really
Was
good
Green
movie.
Book good?
Like,
It's
yeah,
a good
it was-
movie, man, but it's the type
got
of movie that was
problems,
directed.
man.
It's supposed to be an African American movie, and it's
Yeah.
directed by a white guy. It stars a white Viggo Mortensen is the main actor, and it's pretty much kind of saying, like, oh, like he's like the hero of the movie. It has a lot of
a
problems.
lot of like white
For-
savior vibes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
exactly.
haven't
That's what I'm
For a
trying to
movie
say.
that like,
Yeah.
they make it seem like Mahershala Ali's supposed to be the center of the movie, he's not.
That's what I mean.
I also
which I
I've
don't
also
like.
heard that it's not accurate to like the
It's not.
the
I think
story
the
or
family
whatever.
was
the-
upset. Yeah.
yeah,
I heard like, well, I don't. There's spoilers, and it's old, but anyway, I
whatever,
won't
we're
bring it
fine.
up. Yeah.
But I think like Marvel, like say if I don't know, Way Home is like the most recent example of
Yeah.
being a good movie and not making it. But I think like it's not out of the realm though that Marvel would be nominated again. Like if Marvel next year, I don't know, like a really good Marvel movie comes
Yeah.
out, I think like it's always like it's gonna be considered anyway because Black Panther
Yeah.
was nominated.
I bet Wakanda
Yeah.
Forever gets
I
probably
think
put
it'll
up
get
or something.
consideration.
I bet it'll
Wakanda
be put up.
Forever
I,
was
Not best
definitely
picture.
gonna get
I
something.
hope
Not
not.
best picture,
Tell you that.
not best picture, but it'll be like in those
Productions,
categories
like
for sure.
yeah, like costume
Costume
design.
design,
It'll
hair
probably
and
win
makeup.
best
Probably
score.
will win costume design.
It'll
They
probably-
actually had great costume
I actually
design.
didn't
Oh,
enjoy
yeah,
the
big.
costumes.
You didn't? I
No.
thought they were good.
They were so good. And
Man, I
if
thought
it,
they were
Well,
good.
if
no,
it
I
won
didn't
best
enjoy the
costume
Black Panther
design,
costume.
Yeah, that looks stupid.
if it won best costume design for the first movie, it should definitely win it for the second.
Yeah, I think all
Because
of
not
these-
only did they keep like all the past stuff, but
yeah,
then they
the-
brought
the
in like
Telecon stuff.
yeah, like
I think all
that
their
was really,
really good.
Yeah, I agree. That
Yeah.
And it'll
that
probably
was
win
my
best
favorite part
score
of the
because they
movie.
brought Rihanna in.
I doubt they win best score.
They won it for
They won it for Black Panther 1.
yeah.
The
or
Black
best
Panther one
soundtrack.
score
or
was
Best
something.
better.
score is hard because like
Was.
a lot of movies, unless it's like a major event, like a lot of movies, like they have original scores,
Yeah.
but like at the
Did
same
Guardians
time, they're
win
not getting
Best
that much,
Score?
like,
No.
No.
That
No,
that to
Guardians
me is
was
absurd.
never even nominated.
No.
Well, I mean, it's not.
Well,
a
there's a difference
score,
between
though.
score and soundtrack.
That's
Yeah.
that's fair,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Like if it was that though. Oh,
Batman.
it would be. It would
Batman
Be.
should win best score.
Batman did have a really good
Yeah.
score.
Honestly,
Sound
that's,
design,
That's
like-
getting
Yeah,
that'll
nominated
get a
for
lot. To it.
certain.
That'll get a
Yeah.
lot.
That should.
That'll be a lot of overlap if Wakanda Forever will get in anything. Like
Batman will be like probably in the
It'll
same
be
Yeah,
sort of
which
same.
is fucking deserved. I
categories.
stand by the Batman.
Yeah.
back to the movie star thing, right? I was
Yeah.
just
So-
thinking like
I have a thing here for the movie stars too, about like the who could make like the role. The person make the role makes the person.
yeah.
But because we were just talking about Black Panther, I don't think Black Panther would have been the same if it wasn't Chadwick Boseman. Like he took that role over into a completely different thing. And I don't really know what other people have been able to do that.
Different outlook now that he's gone too, though.
Yeah.
It's really
It
hard
really
to
is.
it's really hard to go against
It
that
is.
at all. And
Yeah.
say,
Because like
He
yes,
would-
I agree. Yes, 100%. But,
I-
like,
he was
it's,
in
it's
so
hard.
many, he was in
yeah.
so many good things too.
Because like
Besides,
I
He
find
was.
like
He's
there's
a
a
good
lot
actor.
of roles where I think if it was a different actor in that role, the superhero, even with the name, would not have turned out well.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine's.
I don't know. I like I feel that kind of. I feel like there's.
He was also like established in the universe already,
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're,
Yeah.
you're not going in that movie and you're like, oh, who's this guy? Like I never
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
him before.
Yeah.
Like,
But, like-
you already kind of know.
But
him.
I
Yeah.
think I think that there's plenty of I hard to say it right now with
and I
like
said-
being able to look at them and say like, oh, like I couldn't imagine Iron Man
Yeah.
as anyone
Right.
but Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr. Like nobody could do
But-
as good of a job as him.
Wait,
But he, like
you don't know.
You
So
Somebody
what if it
could've.
wasn't him?
somebody could have.
It's hard to say.
I use
Yeah.
Chadwick as the example there because that's the one that Samuel L. Jackson came back with
Yeah, I
when
saw
someone
that,
asked him
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
He was the exact same one of I don't think anybody would have done.
Like I think
what
he was
did.
already a movie star before Black
He was.
Panther.
I mean, he did.
42.
42.
Message to the-
No,
Wait,
he was like
He was coming.
yeah, he was
That's
up
his
like Jonathan Majors right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Blowing
Yeah,
up.
oh,
and he's only made one appearance and it was 10
was-
minutes
It was not
and it was
even
in a
10
TV
minutes.
show.
Right.
But the man's like
Creed.
you go to the movie. Yeah, you go to the movies now. He's in 3 trailers before you
Yeah,
see a
he
movie.
is,
I
Like,
see
he's
him
in-
all over the internet.
What's
He's
the
in Creed.
plain one with
Devotion,
Glenn Powell?
Devotion.
Yeah,
Oh,
Devotion,
yeah.
Creed 3,
And Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
and
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah,
Defy Bloods, which is a really good
yeah.
movie.
And what's the show he came from? Is Lovecraft?
Lovecraft
Country? Is that what it
Country,
is?
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
that's where it came from.
That's
Which
it.
I've never
Yeah.
watched, but fucking
I just don't.
man's
think, Yeah, he's
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 coming
on the
for
way.
it.
Yeah, he's on the
Yeah.
rise.
he's coming for it.
He's
Yeah,
yoked
big time.
now too.
I think like the definition of movie stars though, man, it doesn't hold up any like even like the biggest movie stars in the world now, it just don't hold up anymore, man.
No, because like
it doesn't.
I would say the
For
biggest
anyone.
movie
No.
star right now is probably The Rock, right? Like he's in
Yeah.
fucking
like
everything.
making money probably.
as far as
honestly.
like
money
he's
wise,
he's
it's probably
definitely like
him.
top
But
paid,
Yeah.
I don't know.
and he's not even.
He's not a good actor.
No, he's not. He's The Rock in a movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
he's himself in a
He's
Yeah.
the best person at playing The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't play nobody else.
No, like he's not a good actor, but he's
Yeah.
probably the biggest movie star in the world
We have
right
a
now.
movie star epidemic.
To me,
Yeah.
like
In-
the
going
last
on in general.
3 movie stars are Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Leo.
And they still are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
And they
even
s-
like George
Maybe
Clooney is still a
there's-
movie star, and he's out of like he's still
Keanu
making
is an
movies.
argument in there too.
Yeah.
But like they're the last 3 real movie stars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
That are still
Keanu,
regularly
I don't
doing
know.
stuff.
I don't know how many people would give it to Keanu.
I wouldn't
That's
say
why he's an
Keanu.
argument, but I don't know
He's
if
only
he's
really
right there.
like.
I wouldn't even say Brad Pitt. I don't think
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Brad
Brad
Pitt.
Brad
Oh,
Pitt
Brad
was-
Pitt.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio,
Yeah.
I think right now stands alone as like the guy who's like, I am a movie star and I'm never changing
Yeah.
that I'm
Yeah.
a movie star.
'Cause
Yeah.
he's not
I don't-
even,
I'll
like, a
do
really-
anything to not be a movie star. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's
He was
just-
the guy
yeah.
who never had to like. He's one of the few that isn't a huge action star either. He's just
No.
like
He's
Yeah.
just a good
drama
actor.
movie
Um,
star.
Christian Bale said in an interview, he said he was like Leo gets offered everything. He said
Yeah.
if somebody else gets offered a big role, it's because they already asked Leo and he turned it down. He
Yeah,
gets
I saw
offered
that.
everything. He said the amount of friends I have that have lost roles that have got roles because Leo already turned them down is insane. So the man obviously isn't established.
He actually
I feel like
built his
I've-
career on Leo's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like him
Yeah.
turning down roles.
Yeah.
Getting the other ones.
What?
I feel like Chalamet is kind of on the.
Timothy.
on that
Yeah.
road.
Cam was just gonna say,
Yep.
but like obviously like young, but I think he's like doing the Leo thing though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
he
is,
didn't get Spider-Man, and then he never
Well,
he was
did
like.
you,
That's probably the best thing that happened.
did you hear that he said the one piece of advice like he's got and he's considered taking is Leo walked up to him and goes, "Never take a superhero role."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never do Marvel.
He's like, "That's the only thing he said to me the first time I met him."
Isn't he being Willy Wonka?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Willy,
He is.
he's Willy
Yeah.
Wonka. He's in Dune.
He's the main Dune, yeah.
Um,
Bones and all just came out.
Bones and yeah, that one. which he looks fucking.
He was in
Wild.
Crazy looking.
The oh god, the English. What was the? Oh god,
Is
who
it
did Grand
older?
Budapest? He's not. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
Grand
the
Budapest.
French
but-
Oh, the French Dispatch.
yeah, the French
Yeah.
Dispatch.
He's in Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah,
He's done a few other movies.
yeah, a lot of good ones. A lot of like, more. I don't know. I like.
He did.
I don't want to
to
diminish Marvel, but like more cinema type movies.
I would go see a movie like because of him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I literally
same.
would. Like
Bones,
I,
Bones and all for sure.
yeah, like I want to see
Yeah.
Bones and All bad because he's in it, and I also like Luke Guadagnino.
Yeah.
He's a great director, and that other girl, it slipped my mind her name, but she's a nice good upcoming
Yeah.
actress. But he's one of the few right now I would go see any movie if he's in it.
I think
Any
the fucking biggest thing is that Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong hasn't done like any comic book role, but he's done every good movie. I think the issue is that like the comic book characters are just like iconic, and that's like you just get painted with that image. Like there's there's probably no like characters outside of Marvel, DC, Star Wars, shit like that. There's gonna be a role that's bigger than them.
No.
Like people that don't have never seen a fucking movie in their life.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
probably know who these people are.
Doom was
Spider-Man
probably
is,
yeah.
Yeah, like-
Spider-Man is the most recognizable
Spider-Man's a
character
good
of all
example
time.
of that too,
All
man.
time,
because
yeah.
they just like literally every couple of years they say, all right, let's reboot it, let's get a
Do
new
it
guy in
again.
here.
Yeah.
You're gonna go see it because it's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
like-
mean. So it's, I don't know. I don't think it's a fair comparison.
Like for young Timothy here, the Doom was probably the closest thing he'll get to a comic book movie without it being because
Franchise.
Doom
Yeah,
is the most
franchise,
popular science fiction book ever sold.
Yeah.
So like, is this something everyone
Is it
already
actually?
knew?
It is.
Mhm.
It's one. It's
Yeah.
I don't know ever sold, but it's
the
in the
Bible.
top. It's in the.
Hold
for the science fiction genre.
That's
Yeah.
history, actually, sir.
Yeah.
Not science fiction.
Yeah, that's facts.
Shout out to the true believers.
Yeah, I guess yeah. In the fairness on Marvel side, there is before like seriously before any one even steps into the role of whatever character, the character is most likely already more famous than
That's what I mean.
than the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like an unfair thing.
Yeah.
What about
I believe this is what Quentin is saying.
Yes, and that's what I
Quentin's point.
Uh-oh.
This doctor's
Is Mr. Tarantino right?
Well, this was the point of the whole episode. We're done.
cut here. Cut this. Thanks for coming, guys.
Like nothing wrong with that though.
There's
I don't think there
literally
is.
not, man.
I don't think there is.
That's
He
the
just-
whole
I-
thing, bro.
Yeah, like, there's really
The
nothing
whole
wrong with
thing.
that.
Yeah, him
I think he
and
worded it in a bad way.
When-
Like, made it sound like it was a bad
I
thing.
don't think he means anything.
I don't
bad
even think
by
he
it,
meant
though.
it was bad.
I don't think.
yeah,
he does, man.
it's. I think it is coming off the wrong way. It's like him and Scorsese. You're like
They sound smug,
yeah,
kind of
like
towards
pointing
it.
their noses
Yeah,
up at
yeah.
all Marvel and DC things. They're like they
They're
see
saying
this
it
movie
stinks,
makes
basically
like $1
a-
billion, and then Quentin Tarantino makes a movie and it doesn't make that, and he goes, the stupid movie makes. Like,
He
you know
also
what I mean?
hates Disney with a burning
Yeah.
passion.
And
Yeah,
I-
well, you know
like,
what? Disney
yeah,
isn't.
they just,
If
like,
Disney didn't make Marvel and everything that I liked, I also wouldn't like
Yeah,
Disney
like,
because
no.
Disney as a
I don't think he thinks about the morals of
Disney
Disney. I
as a
think he just hates
corporation.
No, he-
Disney film.
oh,
not,
I hate
not like
Disney's morals.
yeah, like just Disney. I
Did you
don't
see
think
the
Disney
Star
and the corporation.
Wars Hateful Eight story that he had?
No,
This is a good one.
No.
So this will actually make you mad, and for his defense, but like, so Christmas when the first Star Wars movie comes out,
Yeah.
like new reboot, right?
Yeah.
The Cinerama Dome, I think it's called, or the Cinema Dome in LA is like literally the biggest theater there.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
goes to it. He has the Hateful Eight coming out that year.
which is great.
Great, same time as the new Star Wars movie. Obviously, Hateful Eight's gonna go in that movie theater. They get a call, or he gets a call from that theater and says, basically, we have to pull out your show times for Hateful Eight because Star Wars is coming, the biggest movie on the planet, and we're
Yeah.
basically filling all the show times. And Tarantino was like, no, this is simply not right. Like, and basically Disney got involved in it and said, if you don't show Star Wars in those times over the other movies, we are never playing a Disney movie there again.
Yeah, Disney's
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of
again,
shitty.
Disney's
So
got like pretty much a monopoly on
It
all,
does.
all
Yeah.
things.
well, they got
movies
like
right
you know
now.
like
I
yeah
sorta
like
don't
movie
know
like
how
pop culture
they
really
don't-
got them by the balls.
Because with business-wise, you're not allowed to have monopolies. I don't know how Disney doesn't technically have a monopoly.
Because there's other
Because there's
movie
other.
studios.
There's,
But compared to size-wise,
But that's
nothing's
not.
close.
That's,
not-
that's
not-
by
a mono-
definition is not
yeah.
a
A
monopoly.
a monopoly
It's-
is you own everything.
Yeah.
You are the only
It's a
consumer
big
putting stuff
percentage.
out.
They're getting there.
Speaking of
oh, absolutely.
Disney
They're
and
on the
Star
way.
Wars,
Yeah.
you know who I think like he's probably not a movie star, but I really enjoy him, and I would go see his movie just based on him. Is Pedro Pascal,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Like,
him.
and I
too.
don't consider him because you don't see his face in The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Good actor though.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Him in the new Nick Cage movie.
just
that
gonna
just
say
came
that.
That's
out.
the one I was.
I was
yeah.
literally
He
just
was
about to say, have you guys seen that
phenomenal in
movie?
that.
And he was
Yeah.
really funny in that.
And
He was.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to see it because Nick Cage is in it, and I love Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I
Um,
didn't see it.
But he was fucking phenomenal.
I
in it.
was watching that movie. Like,
Jeremy, I didn't see
I
it.
bought it when we had the big blackout because I generated that could run a TV and my PlayStation out.
Yeah.
So I just got a bunch of DVDs and I was watching that and I watched it like 3 times. I'm like, this dude is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a really funny movie.
I didn't see.
It's on Prime for free
Well,
now, Jeremy.
He was good in
I have it
Kingsman
on
as
DVD.
well. He was probably
That's
Yeah.
the one I was.
He's probably the best part of that pretty bad movie.
It was in the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
gave
he
up
was.
on that pretty
He was
quick.
my favorite part of that movie.
The
Yeah.
movie was pretty bad, but he was quite
And
good.
he was-
Like I thoroughly
He was
enjoy
good.
him, and
You guys
like,
ever see The Bubble though?
no.
Like Bubble Boy?
Heard that was a terrible one though. You guys,
That's
you
just
guys
a bad
told me.
movie, but oh god, he is horrifically bad in that.
Bubble Boy with Jake Gyllenhaal?
like
No, yeah.
I think he was actually.
Oh,
I
it's-
think they said though, be bad. Like
Yeah, like,
don't act good.
Don't be good.
Oh man.
I hope they said that to the cast as well.
I think they said that to everybody that was
Yeah.
had
Showed
something
up
to-
on set and they're like, just
Yeah.
do your worst.
Just
but
do whatever.
I would go see anything that like he puts out because I really enjoy his work.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's a movie star,
He's absolutely not.
but I think that everything he puts out I've enjoyed. Like
He's a quality actor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we said, man, it's just so hard to find a movie star and yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'll give you. Well, he's not a movie star in here. What's Buddy's name that plays Namor?
Oh.
I don't know how you
I'm
say
not
it.
going to be able
I
to.
don't know.
I
so
can't
sorry.
say it. It's
Yeah.
like, but he is like
The
a
Mexican actor?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mexican. He's a massive movie star in
Is he
Mexico.
Mexican?
Like he is the most famous person in Mexico, and this is his first like North America. Like
Peep
Big-
this. He learned English for
yeah, he
Namor
learned English
Really?
to play
and
the
how
role.
to swim.
Wow. Yeah, I knew he learned how to
Did
swim.
you-
But he
I
learned
didn't know
English.
Did
Like,
you
as a
guys,
second language.
Did you guys see that? I don't even know if this is real.
Oh,
I'm trying to
yes,
bring this
yes,
up.
Yes, we did see
Was
it.
that
I didn't-
real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that is
that's all
nuts.
him.
Bet his dick getting.
But like, why?
Oh!
Why do they CGI it though? They
Because
don't-
that thing is.
I know
it's
he's
out there.
packing though. He is
it's
packing.
Man
family
is-
friendly, man.
Yeah.
I
He
roared
get
at
another
that,
movie
man.
and
The
his
man is like the behind the scenes thing. It's him laying on the couch, and he is like.
he's break.
For
Imagine-
anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about,
There's behind the scenes.
behind the scenes footage, and you can see Namor. I forget the actor's name, and he is packing
A
meat,
beluga whale
brother.
in those trunks.
Yes.
and they had to
three arms.
Yeah.
three
they
legs.
had
I
to
mean,
CGI it out.
Imagine how good that would make him feel to be
Yeah.
like, listen, we got to CGI your dick.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love seeing
like-
the things on Twitter where it's like, imagine being the person that has to spend like your entire work week CGIing Hulk's ass or Namor's like dick to be small.
I-
Like, imagine that being your job.
That'd be funny.
Imagine them just sending it off to Foggy going, here, I think we need to do something about this.
yeah,
Foggy, we
that can't
have
be the movie.
a problem.
Yeah, we can't do the hero shot because it just looks right at me.
Yeah. So I guess on the topic of Wakanda Forever, you guys were actually in theaters at the same time when we saw it.
We were.
Lurking
Lurking in the back.
just a few rows ahead.
Taking notes.
And I remember we were coming out, and you guys seem to have differing opinions than ours
You guys were very happy.
on the on the movie. So like maybe we could talk about that a little bit,
Yeah,
and
alright.
kind of get your guys' perspective because we
So you go first then.
pretty well enjoyed it. I think
Sum up.
Yeah, some of your
Some
collective
yeah.
views
I
of
think
the movie.
Great
I-
movie.
I'll be the only one that says this.
Mhm.
I thought it was better than the first one,
I remember you said that the night
Yeah.
of.
and I stand by
I'm
I
that.
think
still in
I
between
think collectively we all agree that Namor was a great villain.
yeah.
Best
Thank-
part of it. I'd say.
Probably one of the
He was actually probably my favorite part.
the relation. I personally enjoyed Letitia Wright.
I did not.
The bomb.
Separate
what?
the.
Letitia's not the
No,
mom.
I think even so, I still didn't like her.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah,
think,
no,
I don't think I liked
I
Letitia
personally
or
thought-
Shuri.
it
other
didn't-
girls.
I
yeah.
personally enjoyed her as Shuri in this movie. Myself, I think Jeremy did too.
Yes, but the argument that he makes is
But
good.
I'm
Where it's
separating
not
like
right.
the exterior of what
The art
she's
from the
is
art.
No,
outside
no.
of the world.
Yeah.
Cam's
No.
argument is like from she's only in Black Panther and Infinity War, really, right?
Yeah.
She's not
Yeah.
really in Endgame except for
Yeah.
that big assemble scene.
Yeah.
And if you watch Black Panther Infinity War, it does not lead to Wakanda Forever.
Well, they didn't think that Chadwick was gonna die.
No,
is
I
the-
know, but like the arc does not go
Any-
correctly.
Anyway,
More people could have got the
I
powers.
personally enjoyed her in it.
Winston Duke almost had it.
Yeah, and then
Imagine his suit.
Yeah, it'd be massive.
Oh, man.
The kid thing I could have. That's whatever.
No, I fuck with the kid thing.
Kid thing was great.
Him having a
it's
son.
whatever.
Yeah.
I saw that coming about a year ago when I read the spoiler.
And, and I watched it again. I went to see it a second time without Jeremy because I was going to get upset.
Heck,
I do kind of agree with you, Jay, about the whole Iron Man stuff, like Riri just rehashing all that.
Yeah, I didn't like any of that.
I thought it was funny.
it was funny.
I knew
the
what
first,
happened. I looked and I was like, they're
Were
doing
they
it.
trying to be funny?
I don't know.
No.
I really don't
But,
think.
like,
they
I
were.
knew what
they
they
were.
were doing, but
the-
it was like,
The first
I
one
don't
was
know.
the first one was whatever when she goes in the sky. I'm like, okay, just do that. Like,
Also, something I realized because I had to watch it a second time, of course, because I had to go with me and Dad and Ma went and saw it.
let everybody else.
I realized that
saw it twice.
Riri Williams
Bad girl, Riri now.
committed many a murder on police officers
Yes.
in the movie.
Oh,
She dropped a drone on them.
Yeah, she is murdering police officers in that movie.
They had a roadblock and she dropped the drone on
the
top
bridge?
of them. Yeah, on the bridge.
Okay,
she
yeah,
killed
yeah.
police.
Oh, yes.
Innocent police
I was thinking that when I was watching it. Probably bystanders, I'd say.
Yeah.
what else did we like / not like? For
Angela Bassett or
Yeah,
Bassett, I don't know.
Angela
how you say it.
So
Bassett.
who's
She
she
was
again now?
the queen.
She's queen.
You didn't
Queen
like her?
Ramona.
No, we
No,
loved
she
her.
was great.
Okay, good.
We
She
thought
was
she
good.
was like
Yeah.
Her and-
I'd say she was probably the second best character. In the
Yeah,
whole
Yeah, she
movie.
was
her
good.
and Namor carried the movie.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy Shuri's relationship with Namor.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was good.
I didn't. I really liked all the Talokan stuff,
And,
like
yeah.
all the how he like the world building he did with their nation underwater.
So
and,
did I.
like,
Mm,
I thought that like a lot of that was really cool stuff.
yeah.
I had big problems with Shuri getting the suit, and then also I said in the episode that she fucking is all talk because she's talking about how she has this anger inside her, and she's
Yeah.
like, I want to kill Namor, I'm gonna burn the world and all this shit, and she never does anything even remotely close to that.
No.
Yeah.
Lights him up. That's about it.
She has
Lights him up, but like
that
even then,
doesn't
like
kill
doesn't
him.
kill him.
She has
And
that talk with Killmonger.
yeah, she has a talk with Killmonger, which is like fueling into the fact that it's like, oh, I'm so angry, I'm gonna do some mean shit, and she just
'Cause hers-
never does anything.
Her thing and Spider-Man's thing in No Way Home were very similar.
Yeah, where the
But-
anger arc.
Hers went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tried.
He wasn't
He
like,
tried to kill him.
oh
also,
yeah, he was
and
gonna,
He was stopped.
but he wasn't like, I'm gonna burn the world down. I'm gonna fucking
It was
Yeah.
I'm
like
just
ruin
gonna-
everything. Fuck this. Fuck everything. He was just like, no, I'm gonna kill this one dude.
Yeah.
That was
So,
it.
That's
She
pretty
was
much-
angry at the world because she couldn't help her brother, which
Yeah.
like
Oh.
is what it is. But
That's pretty
she
much
was
our
like, I'm gonna
thoughts
burn
on
the
it.
world down. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill everybody from Talokan. They're done.
Yeah.
And then backed up like a.
I think we were
Bitch.
between like a 7 and an 8 out of 10 between the four of us,
Long
Yeah.
podcast cut short. We gave it a certified cold rating.
Yeah, which is
which is like a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where would you say it ranked on your Phase 4 list? Like,
Well,
Phase
We haven't
4?
got to that
we're
yet.
not allowed to do that because that's next
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
okay.
Possibly.
We'll hold
we
off
keep
on
jumping
that.
on.
it's sometime.
Yeah. Okay.
It's sometime before Ant-Man comes
I assume it would be high though.
It's definitely
yeah,
gonna be high.
comparatively, yeah.
in. Yeah.
Um,
7.
So your guys'
Seven.
Yeah.
thoughts and problems and likes and dislikes. What do you?
Quirrells.
you wanna go ahead? Or-
You go.
Namor was the best part
Yeah.
for me,
Easy.
for myself.
Yup.
100%. Like the throwback to his actual family. One thing I didn't like about him though is when they actually went down to that place. What was it called?
Talokan.
Con.
Couldn't see
Atlantis.
fucking shit.
Yeah, couldn't see anything.
I just think it looked bad. honestly.
That was.
You think?
And it was supposed to be like this big, huge, like majestical reveal,
Yeah.
and I was actually like for that. I was like, oh shit, like
yeah.
another like realm here. And then I got down there, I was like,
Have you seen?
Kind of looks like
But I
a
don't
place
know.
I wouldn't want to live.
Have
kind
you
of.
seen Aquaman?
yeah.
Aquaman
Yeah.
is a way better.
You think? That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. Which one do you think looks better? Because
Aquaman
Aquaman's
looks
is
better.
like super fluorescent
Like
and
vivid.
colorful
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's very in
I
your
kind
face.
of would
with
want
the
it somewhere
colors.
in between those two.
I don't know. I think like Aquaman. Like,
Characters can't give it
Aquaman
to
went a
DC.
little silly with it. I think they had an octopus playing the drums. I think you can tone that stuff back a bit.
Yeah.
But like for the structure and whatnot,
Yeah.
and like the visuals of how it looks, like make it look like a place you want to live in.
I forgot
Yeah.
about the octopus.
That was in Aquaman.
Yeah, he's playing the
Yeah,
drums.
this is an
I actually
octopus
don't
playing the
remember
drums.
that. But it depends what your tone of the movie is.
Yeah,
It all,
yeah.
Like I don't know. That was a more serious tone. That whole movie
Yeah.
was serious, like in general.
Yeah.
Oh,
But so I like that part. I liked him. I liked the Queen. The Queen I thought was pretty.
She was
powerhouse
awesome.
acting. Didn't like Shuri in
Yeah.
general.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, because I'm not like attached to these movies, I didn't feel much of anything.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Like, I didn't feel like enthralled, but I also didn't feel sad, which is weird because like I should have been.
Yeah.
And like boys were talking about that the after credit scene with the kid,
The
right?
kid.
Son, yeah.
Man, I remember looking at Jason just saying like, "Fuck, man."
Wish we could stir up a tear right now.
But I don't know, man. It's
You
just
guys are
like,
sitting up there mean mugging
Me
the
and Steve are
screen.
just
We're
pissed.
in the back. We're in the back
Furious.
bawling our eyes
I
out.
wasn't even surprised by it, but I didn't know it was coming or nothing.
Yeah.
I was just
No.
like, "Fuck, man."
Even when it
It's
did
just
come though.
I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. Can't even explain it, how I felt about that part. But
I mean,
like,
the only emotions I got out of me were for Chadwick.
yeah, I
It was.
know.
There was no. I wasn't sad at all for Black Panther. I
Yeah.
wasn't sad at all for.
It was yeah. It was,
anything else. It was. This is sad that Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
The
well,
clips at the end were really good of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
the
good.
flashback.
Yeah.
which is
I
on-
was I was sad one other time, and that was when the Queen died.
I wasn't. I didn't.
No, that didn't even. That was like I saw it and I was like, shit, this is.
I was like,
Like,
fuck.
were you upset like she died, or were you
I
upset
was
that
just
they
like-
did that?
No, I was upset because she was one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and I was like, oh fuck, like Namor's powerful. Like,
When
Yeah.
that
the
was more
line,
so my reaction.
the line he said, like everything he did was so fucking
Yeah,
good.
when-
Yeah.
The
when
line he
he's-
said it was like your queen is dead.
bury your
family, do your mourning. I'll be
I'm
back
in
in a
7
week.
days.
You're the
Holy
queen.
fuck.
You are the queen now.
One last thing before Jay gets his thoughts, boys. And listen, I know it's in the comics. And honestly, I was
already
hearing
know where you're
I was hearing a thing too about like people saying
Yeah.
like it better be in the movie, right?
I already
The
know.
feathers, bro.
The wings.
You
wings
don't
are
like the
wings.
wings?
But he's the feather serpent
I,
god.
no, listen.
Cool.
He could be whatever.
Han.
Make a creative decision though. Eh?
I just couldn't take the dude too seriously when he's flinging across the sky with those things going.
two little wings
Couldn't do
on his
I'm
ankles.
sorry. I'm sorry. Cool character.
Yeah.
Man, the fact
That
those
just
wings
threw me
make
off.
him
It
Just
fly,
wasn't
though.
for Steve.
I know they're not holding that body
All
weight.
right,
But comic books, you have to
Comic
translate
books,
it.
and
You have
that's
to
the thing.
translate it.
Like, I think more people would have been mad if they didn't have it,
And that they would have probably.
and they would have.
100%,
Like, the
yeah.
people would have been mad if he didn't have the.
Yeah, they
little-
would've.
But I
would have been pissed.
like when they were like Namor's coming, I was like, "There's no way they're gonna put those fucking wings on his." On
Not a
his ankles.
chance
I
of
was like,
getting the
"There's no way they're gonna do it."
Yeah.
And
then they did it in the trailer, and I said, "No fucking way."
No.
I like the way that he flies too. He's not like just like
kinda,
Superman
like,
flies
jumps.
around.
He's
He's,
smooth.
he's
He's smooth,
acrobatic, and I,
I
thought that
like
was
that
cool.
that it kind of makes they make it.
Yeah.
Because I think it would look
I
like I genuinely think if he was fuck those wings.
Yeah, it's not that he flies; it's that he can like walk on. He can hover.
No,
and
he
just
flies.
walk.
He flies.
He flies.
He just doesn't.
Yeah, they're
I think
flapping.
if he was straight flying around, he would have looked like a goofy
Well,
fuck.
when he kills the queen, he's not hovering. He's literally flapping his little
His wings
Well,
are.
that's what I mean. They're going, but he's like standing there almost.
No, but he.
Glenn, I
he
don't
flies,
think you know
Glenn.
how
Glenn, he
flying
flies.
works.
Yeah, but you have wings and you go.
Yeah, that's
I'm
exactly.
sure his
how it-
mechanics of physics.
What did you
Maybe
think
we're
of
gonna
the of Ironheart as a whole?
I didn't like the suit.
Yeah, the suit is
I
bad.
didn't like the. I didn't like the
The
actual
issue-
look of the
the
suit.
issue-
Yeah.
No, it was.
Power Ranger
Yeah,
suit.
why is
Yeah.
the technology going backwards?
Yeah.
Like, why does the
it looked
original
kinda
Iron Man,
cheap.
like even the inside the helmet?
I
cam,
fucking
that
said
looks
this.
so bad, man.
Yeah.
Like it looks.
It's-
It looks like they put a camera right here.
Yeah.
And they just said, make it look like you're.
Well,
It's
like,
because
Well, would you
they're
like to
working
know
their
why?
people to
Yeah.
death. Like they're CGI people.
Holy
Like they're
fuck, though, man.
like.
Can you hire
project,
some more
project,
people?
Project.
Well, no,
But
they
they-
just laid off a
They,
ton of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Jesus.
pumping out like
Jesus.
fucking what is it like now? This
Four-
year there
four
was like
movies.
8, right?
8
Altogether.
projects.
making $100 million
That's a
a
big
week.
issue.
Because
Yeah.
it used to be 2 movies maybe a year. Now
Three. It's
Like
Now
three.
it's
4 movies a year,
movies.
6 shows.
It's yeah 3
Yeah.
shows and fucking 2 specials and.
Well, they got 2 guys working on every one of them.
But
Seriously,
It's literally me and Cam
yeah,
sitting on a
two,
screen.
they got you guys fucking working on
We got the
you
TV
guys
show.
do
They got the movie.
170 hours a week.
Like,
Like
and
seriously though.
You used to have like 4 or 5 years between a sequel. Now you're getting a year between some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
You have
sure.
two-
The one thing we
You have
said
2
though.
Avengers movies coming out within 6 months.
no, they
No,
changed
they
it.
switched that
Yeah.
because
We're
they
good now. We're
the,
good. We're safe.
the
But even when they were pumping them out back then,
Yeah.
they're still looking way better than they do now.
That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
It's because like it was
Yeah,
back
they
then
had
it was
more
quality
time.
over quantity.
Yeah. But like they
Now
still
it's
were
changed.
making
I
movies.
think
now.
they're
They're pumping
really
them out
trying
quick.
to focus more on shows and specials because they're trying to be prepared for when the inevitable switch of everything's on streaming services
Yeah.
now and nobody's going to the movies anymore.
Yeah.
Disney.
They
is
want to have their
doing
originals
Well, they did that
all
with-
in one spot, and they want to have, and they're just. I feel like they're trying to put the focus on Disney Plus.
That-
That's the direction that the industry's going. is
Yeah.
Well, do you remember
everything's-
the?
everything's
I
specials
agree,
and
but
originals.
streaming's not in a space right now that it doesn't like they like 90% of those like Disney Plus loses money. There's no way it
I would
doesn't.
bet.
Like they probably put like I don't know hundreds of millions of dollars
Yeah.
on each show, and they're
Getting
getting
nine-
$4.99 a month
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
off viewers. They're not making money off that site. I don't even think Netflix makes a lot of money off their site anymore.
Netflix.
Netflix is on the deep
Netflix
hole.
is on
Damn.
going to be done
Yeah.
soon.
I was just reading today, Amazon Prime passed Netflix in the U.S. as number
Oh,
one
'cause-
streaming.
Because Netflix keeps
Yeah.
putting their price up and
Well,
content.
they
goes
make a
down.
$100 million movie, and you got like you got
And they're canceling like favorite shows and
Yeah.
and focusing on Netflix originals, which are shit.
Then they're like,
The
I don't like
Irishman,
that they
I'll defend
favor things. That's an issue for me.
Yeah.
So
like
what-
they
what
had
was-
Stranger Things and something else came out around the same time, but they weren't
Ozarks.
promoting one thing,
Mhm.
and Stranger Things was everywhere. Which I understand that was their biggest show, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Anyway,
it was
yeah.
Ozark.
My issue
You're
with
putting all your
I
eggs in
think we
one basket.
reel it back a little bit.
my
here.
issue
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Black Panther, with the whole Riri story is that this story could have progressed without her being in it. Like
Oh, completely. You can take her out.
you could take her out and
like
and you
Shuri,
probably-
you mean so or
no
Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Iron
like,
yes.
you
They
could just
threw her
have
in
some
because they said we got a
student.
show coming up soon.
They do.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah, that's
she's
literally the
she's got
reason.
her own show,
Yes.
Ironheart, so they got to put her in.
Yeah, that's something I also didn't like connect with was that her whole thing because literally like you just said, the emphasis was like you get her because we want to like kill her.
Yeah.
I'm like, like why though? She built it. Like
Yeah.
she's not gonna build one again. Maybe now she's scared to death because
Yeah.
you were going to kill her.
Yeah.
So like I felt like the whole thing about like after her being like basically the plot engine of the
She
entire
feels like
movie.
the
yeah.
she feels like the plot.
Yeah.
engine, Yeah.
Is she the smartest person in the universe? Also, will she make that? She's what is she, 12?
she's 19.
And she made a device that
out
no
of-
one in the world could ever make.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be one of the smartest people. Like
I think
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
top 5 right now,
she's
probably.
probably
There's a lot of smart people in that universe.
True,
Huh?
man.
Yeah.
A
they're
lot of
like
smart individuals.
Really
Like, I'm really
people.
smart. Like Spider-Man, he's real smart too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Spider-Man's
not even in the top 5.
No.
No, Riri's smarter than him.
So what you think about Black?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
what
your
do you
thoughts?
think?
I didn't like it. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest. I didn't like it. I didn't like it for reasons that. My thing is, I really went in expecting I'm not gonna like this, and I don't know why, but I didn't like. I guess I didn't like. I hated everything about Ironheart. I hated how
Yeah.
like, and I said this to the boys that
As soon
night.
as we got out,
I hated how they just said everyone loves Iron Man,
Let's do
and
it
like this
again.
is going to be the new Iron Man.
let's do it again.
Let's not even
yeah.
do anything.
Run it
different.
back.
Run it back. Like she's a girl and she's young. But besides that, it's they like I hate how they put every trope in that. Like they put like 4 different major movies that Iron Man has done something in. Like
Yeah.
when he goes into
And
space.
they made them all. They
And
did
but
them all
like
again.
yeah, and they put it all in that
Yeah.
one movie.
Like him going too high when he can't go that high.
I
yet.
was so
They did
mad
the-
during
when-
that part.
like the Infinity War
the
shot.
Infinity War of him going into space
Man,
with the boots.
I was so pissed off during
They
that.
also did the shot of her hammering out the heart, like how
That
he
wasn't
did
even on the
mask.
suit.
And then I like after rewatching it,
The heart's
I
not on
noticed
the
that there's
suit.
no
No?
part of the suit that has that weird heart shape on it.
Yeah,
so
why'd
it was
they
like-
do that?
It was purely for that
Just to
shot.
be like a throwback.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like they did all of that without it.
Even like the
Like,
actual
just
building
do
the
it.
suit too.
Mhm.
Like the Tony Stark built this
Yeah.
in a cave with a box of scraps. Like she did it in a garage
With a
with a
box
box
of
of scraps.
Yeah.
Like they really did do
And she does
Everything.
she does the chest thing, but I'm okay with the,
The chest thing,
one.
that's just a
the Unibeam.
ability.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a movie that, and I feel like this is an issue with a lot of Marvel movies I have. It was just going, let's just pump this out, and it's moving on. It's moving us on to the next thing.
It's moving something else
Yeah,
along.
we're not like I don't even know. Like at the end of the story, I was like, they could have not made that movie, and they're like,
Yeah.
nothing really happened. Like they had a big fight with Namor.
Namor's
it
the
was
only- is the only,
resolved.
like-
That's what I was just like. You
Like-
guys know Namor was not gonna he's not gonna die that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Had a
knew
good
it.
chance he wasn't.
But like, probably knew for sure though.
No, I knew
95%
yeah.
sure.
not even
I-
95.
that
Not even
just-
95.
I was
I knew
100%
100% he was not dying.
He's such a big part of like
That's what
Marvel
I mean.
I knew
comics.
they
like,
couldn't
Yeah.
kill him off. Because
you're not
going
gonna
to
kill him his first appearance.
It's not like I want like every character in a movie like a big twist at the end for him to be like die or not. But I'm like,
You want stakes.
I just knew that he was gonna live.
Yeah, you want stakes. You want to
Yeah.
feel like there's
Yeah.
a chance here that he doesn't make it.
Give us a character arc in one movie. Like, don't
Yeah.
build a character arc. Like, I know you have to because you're making 10 movies, but like,
Yeah.
we're getting like to the 4th movie and we're going, okay, all that worked out till the end.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? All the first movie, it was like all those little things, and then all those little things in the next movie, and
Yeah.
now we got a conclusion.
They're doing like a full trilogy to do their arc rather than
Right.
just a single movie.
I just feel like they're just like, and this was like the final of Phase 4. You think it would have been more of like a like,
Impactful.
impactful ending that would have like you like I don't even know where they're going next.
Well, there's
Like I
That's
know
the big issue that's going on. Not
no
even, like-
indication of where
Yeah.
they're going next.
no, they're everything in the MCU right now is kind of
Loose.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Because there's like you got like your people like Moon Knight and stuff like that are just like street people.
Yeah.
And then there's like the multiverse stuff with Kang, like Loki, stuff like that. So
Doctor
they got
Strange.
like they have a lot going on.
And then you got people out in space like the
Yeah.
Guardians and Thor.
True.
There's
Like,
no
d-
connection, right? Well, there is, but it's loose.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, like from Iron Man right up to Infinity War Endgame. It was all
There's-
building to Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And like
you
it was
And you
just
knew
that
that.
one thing, right
Yeah.
from 2012 up to 2019. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the Avengers to Infinity
Yeah, like
War, it
so
was
those
Thanos.
that whole thing, you knew everything was going to Thanos at one point. Now it's like
But-
everything points to Kang, but there's also
don't know for
17
sure
other
yet.
And he
things
also
going
hasn't been in a clip of a movie yet.
No,
Ten
he's
minutes
been,
of a
no,
TV
He's
show.
been in
a TV
Loki,
show.
and it's not been Kang.
He's
It's
in the
been
Loki
something
season
else.
finale.
But
He
like no
basically
movies, right?
No.
he
No.
basically describes what the deal with the multiverse is, and then dies.
So if you weren't like invested right now, I bet a lot of people don't know he's coming.
Oh no,
No,
No.
joke.
No.
Like
The only
it-
way they know is from the trailer for Ant-Man.
And
Yeah,
that
it's
would
the
be
only
the only way. If you missed a Loki show, you got no idea.
No,
Yeah.
no, a lot of
Like
people.
that's and the big thing now, like because they have advertised one of the like 2 movies come back to back Avengers movies. One of them's supposed to be about Kang. He's in the title, but we're like, how does this all lead to that? Like, what's going on? And within 2 years, I don't know if they have enough time to make us
Invested.
happy
Yeah, I
about
know what
what's
you
going
mean.
to happen.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Do you think like would you boys agree that the quality of recent has not been
Absolutely,
Yeah, absolutely.
100%,
Do you think-
visually and like
Product
Like,
product
Do you
wise.
think it is because of the non-connectedness, or do you think it's because characters left, or do you think like it's just like maybe
I think you're
it'll
putting-
never be as good as that
No.
first
I think
little bit? Like,
it'll never
It's
be
such
as
a
good as the
combination. I know,
like
right?
the initial Marvel thing.
Marvel,
Like
yeah.
they will never be able to live up to that.
They'll never
From like
do
Iron
something.
Man building a whole, because he really, like you said before, Iron Man built the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Now like that universe established, and it's just like
Well-
everybody just wants more
Right.
and more. There's no happy now. There's
Yeah.
just give me
I-
more.
Iron Man to Endgame is something that is not
Never
going to
will never be
top
repeated,
probably ever.
Right.
And I think the quality has definitely gone down, and I think it's mainly because they've turned away from this thing of like this big long story that they're trying to make, and now it's just let's
Fan
just,
service.
let's just fucking make money.
Yeah.
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 Now it's just
But
we
like-
know it. We know how to get them in theaters.
Yeah.
We show a little trailer that's got fucking there's Deadpool. He's in this one now for the first time, and everybody's gonna come and watch it.
So we did an episode like a couple weeks ago where we talked about Secret Wars. So
Yeah.
Feige's playing with Secret Wars. That's supposed to be like his what he wants is to make it bigger than Endgame.
Yeah, like everyone in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
wants to bring back like every person that has ever played a Marvel character in every movie.
Like the original, like
realistic-
Wesley Snipes' Blade,
Yeah.
like Nick
Like-
Cage, Ghost Rider.
That's not going to be
Everybody.
a story-driven movie. That's going to be
No.
like everybody sits there and like, oh my fucking
Like-
god, Nick Cage is Ghost Rider again in 2025.
They'll never get us again like they did at the end of Infinity War. With
Yeah,
like,
where
the
it's just
snap
like a-
and that, and they're trying to get that again.
Yeah.
But they're doing it like too set up, and they're never going to get that reaction. So they're just building.
I don't remember the last
30
time I
things
was
a year.
surprised in a movie.
I would be very happy
Marvel
if
movie?
they did Secret Wars and then rebooted Marvel.
That was the last time.
Like,
and I
yeah,
haven't
I don't remember the last time I was surprised in a movie. So,
I do.
like, Infinity War was.
Yeah.
No,
When
Endgame when
Black
Cap
Panther.
got Endgame when
I knew
Cap
it was
got the
happening.
hammer.
I knew it was happening.
I
knew
fucking didn't.
I knew
You
he was
didn't
getting
know,
there.
you had
I,
some
I
eyes.
said there's no way he doesn't pick it up in
But
this movie.
that
No.
was great. It didn't get me as a surprise. Like the
When that
Infinity War
happened,
snap.
I swear to God, I nearly shit my pants.
I was
I
sitting
saw that
behind
coming
him.
from nowhere.
I was
was-
like Thor in that scene.
So-
I knew it.
No, when that hammer moved, I was just like, okay, Thor got his arm out or
Yeah.
something.
No.
And when he got it, oh my.
As soon as it started moving, I said, "Let's
I wa-
fucking go!"
I remember the eruption in the
Yeah.
the theater the night that happened. Me and Garrett went again the next day.
Yeah.
Daytime show,
Wild,
same
man.
thing. Place went crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh
this
my
is-
god,
I
it
wish-
was
anything with
so
that?
good.
I just picked it up, and then he was
And
able
then he
to
brings
use
it back to
He
Asgard.
beats the piss out of Thanos with it, and then he
What
retired.
does that mean again?
He was worthy.
He's worthy of
worthy.
wielding the hammer.
So he's like, pure of heart, kind of.
Fucking died.
He's god worthy, bro.
died 20 minutes
Yeah.
later, didn't he?
Oh, he
No, he-
retired.
he
he
retired.
He went old. He
He's
got
dead
old.
now, though. It's been a while.
not
He's not
necessarily.
old. That.
Not confirmed, but probably.
Yeah, like nothing. I haven't been surprised from a Marvel production. In
Killmonger got me.
I got you.
Kill-
Cam, it's
I
almost
knew.
hard-
I called that
It's
but
one.
like-
hard to be surprised when they have fucking 40
Black
years
Bolt?
worth of comic stuff.
Black
Like,
Bolt.
they're going off
Yeah,
their-
Black
their
Bolt.
I
basis.
had you with
comics.
Black Bolt.
Yeah, but that would like. I mean, there's
But-
I guess minor surprises, but
Cam
like
means
things
like
that
a surprise that got him.
things that really matter. Like it's like Black Bolt. Oh, okay, Black Bolt. I didn't expect to see Black Bolt here. It's like, but it's
Yeah,
not
'cause
like
he's supposed to be in
oh,
Hawaii.
fucking
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
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 This changes everything.
I
Like,
wish-
it's
I
like-
wish you
Not
guys could've-
leaving the
Like
theater
obviously, I'm not going into
confused.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I'm going, oh, this is how it's going to start. This is going to be the midway thing. She's going to run into this. Like I know, I'm not like beat for beat knowing everything, but I know at the end, Namor's not going to fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Shuri's going to
problem for
win
me,
and
man.
probably
I
get
think
the
it's a
Black
big
Panther
problem.
suit. and then
Yeah.
nothing's gonna change. And it's like,
You can say that about a lot of movies, I guess, like non-Marvel too. Like if you're watching romantic comedy, you're
Yeah.
going, they're getting together at the
But-
end.
He's getting the
Or,
girl.
like Die Hard, like I said, Die
Yeah.
Hard again, but he's gonna survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know what you mean in a way, but at the same time, it's kind of like
There's
I
like
don't know. I feel
a
like even when
pattern
they
they
try
have
to
to
do
follow.
twists, it's like they don't.
Hey,
no.
What's a twist?
I don't know.
What's a twist?
Tarantino does them pretty good when no one died at the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That
Well,
fucking
Sharon Tate didn't
twist was
die.
insane.
That's
Oh.
probably yeah.
Hold on.
I think
I
I think
mean-
somebody in the pool died. when they were
Well, yeah,
flaming.
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I meant to say like the people that were supposed to die
Yeah.
didn't die.
What would you
Texas
say?
is not doing so good.
What would you say Quentin Tarantino's best movie is? Because I'm pretty sure he said what.
Like personally,
Person.
my favorite. I don't know if it's best, but I like Jackie Brown the best. That's my personal favorite. Now
Yeah.
I think Glorious Bastards is perfect though.
Glorious
Yeah.
Bastards.
Like-
Good, yeah.
Perfect made movie. But he just said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, man.
Was his
It's
best
one
one.
of my.
And I actually like, as far as made, he might be right, man.
It's my favorite.
Love that
I've-
movie.
I've
That-
watched that
it's
movie
great.
so
I think
many
it's
times.
a 3 hour.
Checking the battery.
We
I
went
think it's a
theaters.
3 hour movie, right?
We're
is,
4%.
yeah.
on
I've
that.
watched that 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
It's
Oh, no,
so
I've-
good.
4%.
We gotta
4%.
wrap.
We gotta wrap.
We gotta
4%.
wrap. We're
I own
running
it on
low.
Blu-ray. Watch it dozen times.
Oh, you own it?
But yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
definitely top 3 for me, and it might actually be his most
Yeah.
well made.
Glad we could have a good discussion about Tarantino.
Nice.
And everybody's
I
everybody's
sold out
in,
mid-episode.
everybody's
We got him.
everyone's intact right now. There's
Yeah.
no
No.
punches have been thrown, and
Listen, boys, I say this. Like,
Okay then.
yeah, me and Jay might not be like the Marvel lovers, but you know what we love about Marvel, man? We can have discussions
Yeah.
like this.
And do I know what we love?
Just like
having
right
you
now.
guys
And
on.
you guys are
Hey.
got to come to the Christmas party.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
come to the Christmas party. You're
Fun.
reoccurring guests
Absolutely.
now.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Oh.
Do we want to talk about? I know you only have a little bit left, but do we want to talk about Avatar? Just like a brief.
It'll go too far. Trust me.
Just
like, like, are you?
wanna-
Are
you
you,
Save it for when Avatar
Yeah,
comes out.
yeah, yeah.
are you excited?
yeah.
It will
When
go
you guys-
far.
When you guys come back for the Christmas party, we'll record a
When
little
when
thing
is the
about
Christmas
Avatar.
one?
December
When's our
20.
Christmas
When is?
special?
I'll
We're gonna be-
see Avatar 2 by then as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
We'll
I
be,
will-
we'll be
yeah.
releasing
Garrett said,
it.
didn't you say you're not seeing it?
I'm not seeing it.
You're gonna have to watch it for the episode.
yeah, we got him.
yeah, we got it.
I'm
James
reading.
Cameron again, baby.
Big Jim is back.
I'm only going if he goes.
I'm just reading the spoilers online.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
then you're
watching
watching
them.
it
You
because you gotta
guys,
see
did you guys
it.
see the first one?
Nope.
Never.
I just did.
I've also never seen the first one.
within the last couple
Any
months.
reason why?
I haven't. Just
No,
hates it.
no interest.
I get to a
because it
point.
beat Endgame at the box office. You
That's
won't watch it.
it. I just get to a point where a movie becomes so old and like I just have no interest in it.
Age is like fine wine, baby.
Oh,
And with that,
that's the warning.
we're comics and cold ones. Go
Now
ahead.
you get to. Now you guys have to do the wrap
That
up.
might be that too. I don't know.
We are doing audio now.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, guys, for another episode of Comics and Cold Ones. We are available on Spotify and all other podcast places
Except Apple Music
except Apple
because they
Music.
still don't like us.
Still don't like us. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can check us out there. If you're listening on Spotify or podcast, wherever, check us out on YouTube. Or if you'd like to see people, if not, then whatever.
Just listen.
Just give her a listen. We also do silly videos and whatnot on
To YouTube.
Instagram,
TikTok,
YouTube,
YouTube
all around. So be sure to check those out at Comics and Cold Ones.
Even if you don't want to watch them, still give us a follow.
Yeah, that'd be
We could
I
use it.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks again for Steve and Jay for coming in and chatting a bit with
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always
man.
a pleasure.
Good to have you guys. And
See you
we'll
next
see you guys
time.
later.
Enjoy the holidays.